How's it going, everybody? Today we are jumping back in Scum and we are going to take a look at the third and final Into the Wild update, which will be released on Monday the 20th of July. Well, at least it was supposed to be the final Into the Wild update, but things kinda changed and this Into the Wild season will be extended throughout August and September as well. So we should see another 2 updates focusing on the wilderness survival aspect of the video game, and it says here that across the next 2 updates we are going to continue building on hunting, cooking, food systems and fishing with new challenges and further improvements still to come. And today we have a little bit of a preview showcasing some of the things that we can expect to see when the update drops next week. And the first addition will be a new tutorial called the Take 1 Conditioning Facility, and it says here that it's built to help new players learn the basics before they are dropped onto the island, and of course existing players can access this facility as well. And from what I've seen, it looks like the devs built a tutorial area outside of what we are used to. It seems to be some sort of a bunker where we can go and kind of learn how the game works. It looks to be, outside of the video game world. It's not on the island. It's like a special instance where we can go and, check out the tutorial that will teach us about everything that we can do and everything that the game has to offer. Now, the second addition will be mutated wildlife. We are actually going to get zombie animals. We are going to have zombie boars, wolves, and deer. And it says here that the zombie boars and wolves will hit harder and they are going to have more HP as well. And the mutated deer is more likely to bolt, to run away from us as soon as they see us. So getting close enough to bring it down may be a tiny bit of a challenge. But if we manage to take them down, they will drop unique loot alongside the regular items that we can get from animals. And to be honest, for me, this is definitely one of the highlights of the update. It's going to be interesting to have these new enemies running around, especially, through the woods where there's not all that much going on. Now, the third addition will be the Master Hunter quests and exclusive Master Hunter rewards. So we are going to get a new NPC and he's going to be this Master Hunter, and he will arrive at the Hunter's Grotto in July in the next update. And he's going to bring 3 tiers of tougher quests and exclusive rewards. Now, the regular hunter NPC that's at the grotto right now, he's not going to disappear. He's still going to be there and he's going to offer us, general hunting jobs and gear. And then the new master hunter, that's where we are going to find tougher challenges, mutated animal hunts, and more valuable unlocks. And alongside fame, cash, gear, and discounts, the Master Hunter quests can also unlock exclusive items, including weapon charms and furniture recipes, and all these rewards are earned through quest progression. So it looks like the Master Hunter is going to give us some more interesting rewards whenever he completes some of his quests, which is definitely good. I feel like that's something that the quests were kind of missing, some really interesting rewards, and hopefully the Master Hunter is going to have some interesting, recipes. And it says here including weapon charms and furniture recipes, but I'm hoping that he's going to give us some other stuff as well. Now, when it comes to the 4th edition, it will be an update to the user interface, and it says here that the crafting, cooking, and base building interfaces have received a visual redesign, bringing them in line with the updated inventory user interface. And these new layouts make these menus clearer and more consistent to use, whilst laying the groundwork for future additions to these systems. So it looks like they are going to get a bit of a redesign, and then more things are going to be added to the crafting, cooking, and base building systems in later updates. That is, it looks like in this update we are going to get a redesign, so it's going to look a tiny bit different. But then later on, these systems will receive, I guess, new craftable items or some new functions as well. Now, the 5th edition will be a function that will allow us to drop all the items from our inventory, so we can press a button and drop every item from a certain piece of gear, like our backpack or our jacket, for example. And lastly, the update will add more players onto official servers. Now, at the moment, the maximum amount of players is 64, but after this update, it will be 80 players per server. I don't really know about this one. Hopefully the servers will be able to handle that. It says here that recent optimization work has made this player increase possible, so hopefully things will work out, but if it doesn't, the developers said that they will revert back to 64 players. So if the server acts up with 80 players, they are going to revert back to having 64 players per server. But all these things that we talked about will be the main focus of this update, but it isn't everything coming in the July update. It says here that the full update also includes further work on animal behavior, balance changes, fixes, and quality of life improvements. But there we have it. These are the main additions that we can expect to see on Monday. We have the new tutorial facility, which looks to be an actual facility outside of, the main island where we usually play. It looks like the devs built like a different instance where we can jump in and kind of learn the ropes of the video game without being interrupted by other players. Then we have the zombie animals, the zombie boar, wolves, and deer. It doesn't look like we have a zombie bear, at least not in this update, or who knows, maybe they are going to surprise us with a zombie bear as well. And the zombie animals are going to be a lot stronger than the regular animals, and they are going to do more damage to us, and then they will tank more damage themselves. They are going to have more HP. So more HP, they're going to have more HP, more life. They are going to tank a lot more shots from us, but they are going to do more damage to us. So they are definitely going to make our life in the woods a lot more interesting. And then we have the Master Hunter, which looks to be a pretty interesting looking NPC. He's got some interesting looking clothes here, and he's going to give us some different quests and some exclusive rewards as well. And these quests are going to be focused mainly around the zombie animals. I'm thinking he's probably going to give us some other stuff as well, but I'm guessing he's going to mainly give us stuff that deals with these new enemies. And then of course we have the new UI stuff and the inventory stuff, so it looks to be a pretty interesting update. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about, or not necessarily worried, but I'm kind of raising my eyebrow at it, is more players on the server. 64 to 80 players. So it's gonna go from 64 players to 80, and I mean, more players on a server is definitely going to be good because we are going to, meet more people out there, more survivors. But I am worried about, the server performance. Imagine all the bases and imagine all the players running around. I'm sure that that's going to affect the server in one way or another. Players running around, players building stuff, players looting, players crafting, building bases, burying chests. I'm thinking that, the performance is going to take a hit, but they did say that they have worked on, optimization lately, so maybe the 80 players won't really affect the performance of the server. Hopefully it won't, but not all the servers are going to be full all the time, of course, but I'm guessing the popular ones, when they are full, they're probably going to experience a tiny bit of rubber banding here and there. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we are going to find out in just a couple of days here. But there you go. That's about it from me today. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. I hope you have enjoyed. In case you did, be sure to drop some stuff and things down below, and I will see you in the next video.